Hello and welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to keep this hand. This is good. It's currently late at night on Pi Day, March 14th, and I just filmed a bunch of, a couple good games on the competitive lobby in Jemison.net, and the audio just goofed it hard, so we're back at it. The opponent mulliganed, which is quite alright, and we are playing 4th Rock Residential, which is my Jemison deck. Not fully automated yet on Jemison.net, but absolutely lovely. Best of luck. Have fun. I haven't had that much time to test it on competitive fields, so the competitive lobby is a place I haven't been in a long time on Jemison.net, but scoring this is probably the best we have. They could account siphon us, they could put down a medium. We can react to both of those. I think the worst right now is Temujin on HQ and go nuts, which is not unreasonable. Do we not say best of luck, have fun? Oh, we didn't type it. So let's see. Whizzard can't really stop fast events, which is kind of what we're trying to do here. Quarantine system lets us fast events next turn. And they're dirty laundering R&D. They have a bad pub, so Street Peddler gets a lot better for them. And it looks like they're going to trash something off the top. Might be a corporate town. Oh, my mouse just loaded weird. Is everything okay? Yeah. So, it's only quarantine system. They get another card off the top here. They have a lot of money already. And HQ, there's 2 cards here we don't want them to see. Veritas is good. I think that's what we put on R&D right now. We can't really afford to draw right now, and we want to keep this to turn off Employee Strike, which a lot of competitive Wizard decks are playing. I haven't had a lot of play against competitive Wizard in a bit, and I know that's a really popular archetype. I think we can afford to draw once. That's really good if we get an end of the run, just because they're probably running a lot of resources. So let's get this on R&D. I think we want to put this on HQ. There's an argument also to keep it to stuff like a Temujin when that comes out, but they didn't mulligan too, so they might have a Temujin in hand. I'd reckon they would have played it turn 1, and that's not actually a particularly good card to stuff with Temujin, because it only does 1 net damage, and sometimes that's actually good for the corp if they have 5 head worse. We also are looking for cards to advance and then not res, just so that they can't trash it with Parasite, Cipher, Cutlery, or any of the really crazy Anarch things. If we don't res it, it's only weak to Run Amok, which is not that popular in just Wizard decks. And they're moneying up. A lot of people, mind you, ooh, that's perfect. A lot of people, mind you, believe that a lot of Jemison decks play mid-seasons, and they will respectfully play the economy game instead of going crazy for accesses. Just because the deck list of the week, the Ramp to Mars deck, that was probably the most popular Jemison deck ever to date. So I could see why a lot of people are pretty careful about that. They just drew into Salset Slums, John Masanori. I've had worse than Sure Gamble. Salset Slums is an issue for us, considering we actually require a lot of our resources to win the game. There's only so far you can go off of 2 Trickle Lights. The cool thing is that we put down Quarantine System, and we put down Project Junebug, and they run the Junebug instead of the Quarantine System. They run it in unfortunate order. We can do 8 damage to them and win the game flat out. They also got a paperclip in the bin, which doesn't matter right now. But yeah, if we protect this and don't protect this, they put down Salsa Slums and run this, we can res this, forfeit this agenda putting 2 counters on this, forfeit this agenda putting 2 counters on it. They access that, and they threw out a slum, so I don't know actually if they'll check it. But anyways, that can win us the game. That can win us the game. We can now fast advance out with a quarantine system. Don't think we need to do that right now. Because they put out the slums, I think we can go for this 50-50 here, and this could be a really short video. If they run the wrong one, they lose. That's not an end to run ice, which kind of sucks. We have nothing that we can advance right now. We're running 5 advanceable ice. Oh, I guess we could just install advance this. Let's see if they don't run. Again, this could be really short. Just incredibly short. Let alone we'll get our ice up for somewhat cheaper. 2 credits cheaper. Alright, run server 3. Temujin on archives. Okay, so they're expecting, they think that this is a mid-seasons play, and that makes sense. Maybe with enough money they'll start checking. John Masanori is really good with Temujin too. And we just won the game. We just legitimately won the game. Wow! So res, RFG, unless they have a Deus Ex under there. Counter. 4. We also res ice, but who cares? Play 1. Good game. Welp! Thanks for the game, eh? That's pretty simple. So I played a bunch of games with Jemison on the competitive lobby. None of them ended like that, but in the interest of time, this one probably is going to go up on just because I have no other footage for tomorrow since we lost most of it. I'm going to try and get another game in tonight. But thanks so much for watching. This is 4th Rock Residential. Generally, games don't end like that. Like, there's only 2 of these in the deck, and that was a 50-50. The thing is, if they don't run it, we can probably fast advance with this one out next turn, and that's probably okay. As soon as they get rid of this, like, I'm okay using this unprotected. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We got videos every weekday night, and 8:45 Eastern. There's a live stream. Hope you drop by. Ciao. Hello and welcome back to Metropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are playing in the competitive lobby of Jinteki.net. Best of luck, have fun. And we are playing 4th Rock Residential. Sorry, I think I just hit the microphone a whole bunch there. Maybe it'll sound okay. This hand is all in all like okay. It's not terrible. Lotus Field is generally pretty good if they're running Yogg or Cipher, but don't have an agenda. I still think this is like a safe keep, so let's just keep this. I think we want this for a scoring remote. If we get a corporate town behind this, we're generally in a good spot. It's late at night at Pi Day. This probably is going to be appended to a second video, or to the first video that was really short. We just won like the cheesiest Jemison game. And yeah, I filmed a bunch of stuff tonight and lost all the footage, so we're still at it. It's getting late. But competitive lobby right now is actually pretty full. There's like 8 games in there. It didn't take long to wait, and we haven't been playing in competitive in a long time. Opponent mulligan, that's generally good for us. And 3 Piece of Ice is really good to stuff Temujin. I think we want to keep the Lotus Field for a remote, and I think we probably want to ice R&D and then just click for a credit. We could ice all his servers, but I don't think that's great. Like, I think we might want to draw a hedge fund and just ice R&D, and if they Temujin HQ, whatever. Okay, that's something. And this one goes on R&D because it is taxing and it doesn't end the run. We also have an advanceable Piece of Ice so that eventually if we get 2 advancements on this and we don't res it so we don't lose it to Cipher Parasite, we can trickle light out Atlases or false leads or almost anything. And there's a Temujin. Yeah, it's to be expected. We're probably going to lose one of 2 Jacksons. They know we have Trickle Light. And we know we have Trickle Light again. And let's see for Jacksons. They got Lotus Field. Okay, so they got the important stuff. That one's good too. Yeah, I think that one's fine. Drop once, that's good too. Let's put this on HQ. And let's just play as safe as possible. Generally, this is like a rushy fast events deck, so the fact that we're icing up all centrals is kind of nutty. Generally doesn't happen, but we've been like really fortunate with the amount of ice that we have. I think the best thing we can do, oh, they're running here. Res, this might not fire if they have like a Black Orchestra, which breaks us for like, I think 6 credits, so it's probably worth firing anyways. And they're gonna trade a net damage and a tag for 4 credits. Lost a gamble though, so kind of breaks even. The Jackson goes now. Yeah, there you go, the Jackson goes now. That's fine. That's fine. It cleans out our hand for us. So, let's see if they go through it twice. They can't clear 2 tags, but again, if they just have the Street Peddler, maybe we don't trash it. Daily cast clear tag, that's fine too. And we might want to draw up aggressively with Jackson Howard just to get our hostiles, get all the good things that we need. That's something. And we're just kind of short on money. We can res this, gain a credit back. They're going to charge this. We can res this for 5. We also drew another Jackson, so like, I'm pretty confident that we can res this. It'll make us go poor on R&D, and then they can kind of go nuts. So it's kind of unfortunate. If they trash this, they trash this for free. I think we use it. That sucks. Yeah, if there's anybody besides Whizzard, we definitely let him trash it. We don't get full use of that. We're also running Friends in High Places, which is really, really good. But we kind of want to save our money just so that we don't lose to super medium. We do have a CVS in hand, which helps, but it's not great. Marimati's pretty good. We're short on money. That's only good once we get our hostile. We probably should have mulligan. We really need to open up with a 1-point agenda. I think putting this on HQ is actually cool because it makes us look, and putting this on R&D is probably fine too because it's a cheap piece of ice that we can always res in a pinch. They have a Yogg. They also have Aaron Moran. So Yogg is really good because we're playing Lotus Field. So if they don't have a Black Orchestra or a Faust, it's in a bad spot. We're also running a Singleton Swordsman, so Swordsman to Lotus Field might be just an issue, like altogether an issue. So I'm really glad that we have that. I think the next best thing that we can pull out is a hostile takeover and from then a corporate town behind this. Most people think that Jemison is playing, oh that's good too. Most people think Jemison is playing, what's it called? me just click for money. Is playing mid-seasons deck or a hard-hitting news deck just because the front page of Netrunner DB had one for a week. The Ramp to Mars, which is a pretty great deck. I had fun with that, playing that on stream. I'm a more big fan of that. Salsa Slums actually is a pretty big deal because we have all these like assets and upgrades that help us score. Oberth, Quarantine System, Corporate Town, and Liberated Account comes out. So if they can't deal with this and we get a Corporate Town out soon enough, we just need to draw a hostile. Come on, give us a hostile. We can actually probably push for this. We can install Advance this. It'll cost us 9 to do everything, but I don't think they can get through a Lotus Field. They can get through Sentries. We don't know if they have a Black Orchestra, so this is a bit risky. I don't think too risky. And we can still res the R&D ice. Yeah, let's do it up. And of all these cards, this one's 3 to break with Paperclip. Junebug can be lethal. A lot of people don't expect it. I think this is the worst card. Let's see if this goes through. They might think this is an Atlas. I'm gonna res end the run. I don't know if they have a way to deal with that if they're playing Lotus Field. Like, it's really hard to deal with this unless you're running Black Orchestra. They could run Vamadeva or what's the Anarch one? So there, we called this. They're gonna put the medium down. We can still res the ice wall. So that's why we put it there, just so we have a cheap way of not losing there. They don't have a Paperclip. Aaron's coming down. That's just in time. And if we score this, that's good because we're gonna get money. So generally going down to 0 is like a terrible thing to do against Anarch. But it's not gonna be that bad right now. Now this turns on 2, so we can like res a bunch of our ice for free, which is great. This also turns on 2, and we can do 6 net damage to them if we keep this in the server. So we're gonna throw out the Veritas. This also might be like another cheesy short game. Like if we protect this, put this in a remote, and as long as we have 2 credits, we win. Could be a really cheesy game. Okay, there's a Cipher. There's a Parasite. So they're gonna go nuts on R&D. Probably lose a bunch of agendas here. We are 3 credits short of that, but no matter what, it's probably gonna get Cipher Parasited. So, not sure. Luckily, they did spend a bunch of clicks on that. So they're not gonna see that deep, and we do have the Cyberdex Virus Suite. Let's see if they remember to use Sol Slut. They do, that's out of the game. And we're now R&D locked, which is a problem. So we did throw out a bunch of ice, which kind of sucks. Ooh, Sapper, fantastic. Hey, that's perfect. And they can't remove it from the game, and we're gonna trash the medium, so we've kind of just saved ourselves. Thanks, Sapper. Sapper's like the second Cyberdex Virus Suite. It's so good. Wait, sorry. I'm not sure what the wait was about, but that's fine. And Jackson did get removed from the game, neither did Sapper. So I think we can actually like cheese out like a really easy win here if we put this in server 1. Put this in a new remote. No, my bad, that's all good. And click for a credit. If they run this, I should have thought better. Yeah, maybe they don't remove this from the game, I don't know. This also kind of looks like a trap. Not like a trap. Oh, well, we just won. This happened again! 2 games in a row! Man, this is so good. RFG this counter. Gotta spell that right. Done. Access, we got 1 credit, does 6 damage to them. They've committed to the access. And that'll do it. Good game. Man, we just 2 wizards in a row. They'll always run things because they can trash everything. Whoa, GG. Yeah, that gets people. That's a tricky one. Thanks for the game, eh? So generally, like a lot of the times that doesn't happen, and Junebug is generally used to protect your Oberth. Like if you hit what's it called, Friends in High Places, and you put Friends of High Places, and you bring back an Oberth on top of a Junebug, they can't run it unless they play Rumor Mill or Employee Strike, which isn't impossible. But if you have like a big agenda, like a 3-pointer, that'll do 8 damage to them, and they generally can't run it, which is a really good way to protect your Oberths. But otherwise, if you get like 1 card, specifically this card's awesome. Wait, how does that work? So I'll explain it now here. So when you access at 4.3 after you're locked in, there's a paid ability window. So I can res and use Quarantine System. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. System to forfeit an agenda. Yeah. We'd also get free ice there, but it doesn't really matter when I spelled that horribly. It doesn't matter when you win the game. Yeah, it's really good. It generally doesn't win all the time like that. I think it's really easy just to protect this and put that down. If we got a corporate team online, like a corporate town, sorry, behind this, I think we would have been good. R&D was our weakness, and hitting the sapper was actually really big. GG, because I think otherwise they would have just not bothered with this and maybe just gone R&D over and over again, and we wouldn't have drawn an agenda and would have been a problem. Nice surprise factor. I like that one a lot. Anyways, that's 2 June bugs in a row. Doesn't really happen. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have more content on this channel every weekday night, and there's a live stream at 8:45 Eastern. Hopefully you drop by. Would love to have you, and most of all, thanks for watching. Ciao.